obviously a big finish to the weekend. How much did you get reached out to by friends, family, and how different was that, just kind of being the guy?
I got a lot of love from my peers. I'm really grateful for all that, but at the end of the day, we're here to win games, so really my focus right now is on Tennessee 100%.
Kyle, you chose number 11 when you came here. Was that because that's what you wore in high school?
I actually wore number 18 in high school, and when I got here, as a freshman, they kind of just gave you a number, and luckily I got number 11, which I thought was pretty cool, so I just stuck with that. So I didn't necessarily pick it. They just gave it to me.
You're aware of the significance of that number?
Oh, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, okay.
For sure.
Secondly, it's been a big viral thing on video of a player from Kentucky trying to turn your angle on the two-point play. I mean, can you tell us what happened there?
Well, yeah, as you all saw, but, at the end of the day, it's football, and, it is what it is, so there's nothing I can do about it, so I'm just focused on Tennessee right now. It's all behind me.
Looked like you said something about it, though.
Yeah, I was in the moment, so I just, it is what it is. Like I said, it's in the past, nothing I can do about it.
Obviously, this week you get your first opportunity to get your start. Did you ever think that this day would come?
I try not to think about things like that. I'm just really focused on my preparation, being ready if my number ever gets called.
Now that it is here, how grateful are you that you made the decision to stay and not leave, knowing that you could have been a graduate transfer and went somewhere else and played immediately?
Right. Yeah, I think, the whole portal thing in the past year or two has been a big thing, but, this is one of the best one of the best schools in the country. So I figured, why leave when I have, top 10 education, friends I love to be around, and, a football team that's very supportive of me. And really, I was just, preparing every day as if I was a starter, as I should be. And, I just took advantage of my opportunity that was given.
It was never a consideration at all?
I'm sorry?
It was never a consideration?
No, absolutely not. Like I said, this is one of the best schools in the country, and I did not want to leave at all.
How do you think your responsibilities are going to change? I know you're going to prepare the same way, but you're up here doing this, you're the guy now, like Dan even said, and you're the quarterback at the University of Florida. How does that all kind of dynamic change you, or do you think about it?
There's definitely other things to do like this, per se, but at the end of the day, you got to keep it all in perspective, and you can't get outside of your element. And, like I said, my focus is 100% on Tennessee right now, so I'm just doing my best to stay focused on that.
Kind of building off of that, how much do you anticipate maybe leaning on Felipe this week, talking to him, or are you just kind of letting him focus on resting?
No, yeah, he's, me and him have spoken a lot in the past few days, and he's been really supportive. So, I'm sure he's going to be there with everybody in the quarterback room, in the whole preparation process. So, yeah, like I said, he's been really supportive, and it's good to have a good friend like that around.
Coach Mullen said that Emery's going to play also. How do you think that'll work out for both of you?
We're here to do what's best for the team, so whatever we need to do, we'll do whatever the coaches ask. So, when our number is called, I'm sure we'll produce.
Kyle, can you speak to two things? One is talk about the minute that you saw it happen on the field. Coach Mullen turned to you. You got your helmet. Mm-hmm. Take us back and tell us what was going on in your mind and how you got mentally prepared for that moment. Then I want to ask you about play.
Okay, yeah, it was, like we all know, it was a pretty emotional thing for the whole team because he's a great leader for us. And it's also very hard to see a good friend of yours go down like that. But at the end of the day, we still had a game to win, and it was just a next man up mentality.
You didn't look nervous.
Yeah, our coaches do a great job of preparing us for these kind of moments, and this is why we come to Florida to play in big games like this. So I was just trying to take advantage of my opportunity.
But you'd feel nervous?
No,
No.
yeah. Once you get in the game, it's just you're completely locked in and focused.
Final thing about the play on the pitch. How was that choreographed? Did you improvise that pitch for the touchdown?
No, it was an option play, and I got caught up in there, and I knew Pirine was free out there, so I tossed it in.
You kind of define patience because, all the years as a backup there in Manville and then here and everything like that. How do you stay patient this long?
I kind of just trusted my gut in this whole process, and I did what I felt was the best for me. And, I felt like all I needed was, one opportunity to really show what I can do. So, yeah.
Sean Davis says that you told him, get us the ball back. We're going to score.
Yeah, I was, you play every game to win, obviously. So I was trying to get, I was there for my defense, and they were there for me and the offense. And we really fed off each other in that second half and did what we had to do.
When was the last game that you actually started as a quarterback?
Yeah, it's been a while. Probably my freshman year in high school because I played with
Junior versus.
Yeah, it's been a few years, but I didn't start in high school, but I definitely got a lot of reps. I've been around a lot of talent, and our coaches here have done a great job of preparing me for this moment.
And then teammates talk about your decisiveness with the football. Do you feel like that's a big trait of yours and a quality, and where does that come from?
I think it just comes from, the confidence you get from the reps. Because, Coach Mullen's thing is he wants to give everybody as many reps as he possibly can because, like you just saw this past weekend, you never know when your number's going to get called. So, yeah, that's one thing I'll definitely say about the staff is they know how to prepare our team for any moment given.
How many games did you start as a freshman in high school?
I started all of them.
For junior varsity?
Yeah, it was so in my high school we had freshman A and freshman B teams, so I started all the 8 because our high school, all the freshmen mainly just played on the freshman team, so I was started on the A team.
How'd you do?
I did good, yeah.
Won them all?
Didn't win them all, but we had a good season.
How does the fact that you're going to be sharing some time with Emory? How does your high school experience help you with that? Because it sounds like later on in your high school career that's what you did.
Yeah, although I didn't start many games in high school, I still was around a lot of talent, a lot of D1 talent, and a lot of great coaches. And that's all in the the experience you get from playing football is just growing up. But yeah, that's just another stepping stone that I have under me is just being able to play around all that talent and gain that experience.
How many texts were on your phone when you checked it Saturday night?
I don't know the exact number. It was, I felt like it was like over 100. It was a lot of people, but it was. I was getting a lot of love, but at the end of the day, I just gotta stay focused on Tennessee.
And sorry, what are you getting your master's in, or what are you working on?
Sport management.
How'd you develop as such a pure passer? You seem. We don't get to see a lot of practice, but you always seem right on point. Throw a perfect-looking ball.
That's something I really take pride in. My accuracy, and because you can never be too accurate, you can always be more accurate, and also it just piggybacks off of Mullen's theory of getting everybody as many reps as possible to get them prepared for any moment.
It seemed like you arrived, though, throwing the football great. I probably watched Friday Night Lights too much, but did you have a tire hanging in the backyard or anything like that? How'd you work on that? You did 7-on-7 camps, I'm sure.
I did. I did a lot of camps. Really just growing up, me and my brother would always throw the football 24/7. If we're ever bored, just go outside and throw the football. And I did actually have a tire hanging up in my backyard, too.
I figured, that's Texas.